Okay, the kids and I are gonna do a garden update for you guys. And we're starting over here at our kind of like mess section, our compost. And that squash that we had has basically been entirely eaten by those vine borers.
I think a day ago I've been burning the leaf.
Oh yeah? With the fireworks or what?
I've been burning
Yes.
the fireworks.
You got a car in your pocket, Sunny?
I think
So all my
I'm kidding.
squash plants, yes.
I was burning that leaf up because it was getting
Oh, that one right there.
Yes.
For some reason that squash plant is holding on, but it's not producing any fruiting sections. So all the squash has died. We might try again after July because I've read those vine borers, their mating season is over at the end of July. But here's the rest of the garden. It's looking good. Kind of at the end of these tomatoes, when it starts to get so hot, they don't flower anymore. So looks like we're kind of at the end. We got lots of weeds. I've been lax about pulling up weeds. We got our pepper plant is doing good. Our eggplant, if you can see it back there, has produced like 9 eggplants, full size, which is just amazing. I've never seen an eggplant plant do that before. We've got kale, which we might pull up some and make more space because we planted a lot of kale. Our beans are doing well. They grew up pretty fast. We got our these new sunflowers I'm trying out to see how they're doing. This particular variety seems more stable and doing better here in the sun than the other ones. Look at these okras. Look how tall they are. Again, taller than me, way taller than me. But they make a lot of okra. We have to come out and pick okra every day, otherwise it starts to get too big. And then it's too tough to eat. So every day, picking okra plants. Look at that flower. Isn't that cool? I love okra. I would plant a bunch of okra plants. Are you stuck? Where are you stuck? Oh, your leg is stuck. Your leg is stuck. Here, walk forward. Walk forward, babe. Here. Come forward. Your leg is stuck in here. Can you lift your leg up? Lift your leg up. There you go. What's up? Show me. I know. Here's Max's garden. His corn is doing well. It's a little short, but we planted late. Oh, show me, Max. Hold on. What is it? It's a cucumber. Yeah. These cucumbers got mildew on them from the rain. But and they're also deficient in something. We're experimenting with seeing what exactly they're missing. But yeah, it's kind of an experiment. Did you find a pepper? Did you get a pepper? Green pepper. I bet it's kind of bitter. So we got some tomato plants here. We'll see how they go. They get less sun over here than they do over in the other section. So, but we haven't had any production yet, but they're still kind of small. What's up? Show me. Oh yeah, it's got seeds on the inside.
Want to try to plant them?
Sure. I'll have to find a place. I'll have to figure out how to do it. I think you can just stick them in the ground. But what's really cool is this watermelon section. We had a bunch of fruit die, but like we had a good 5 watermelons growing, and they all got to about the size of a grapefruit, and then they died.
A baby.
Did you find a baby?
Yeah.
And I'm just starting to realize that that might just be part of the process, because we've got a bunch more growing in now. I think you can see right. I don't know, I can't turn the camera around, but I don't know if you can see that watermelon. But it looks really cool, and they want to vine up the fence. But they like it right here in the bright, bright sun. So I don't know if we'll use this section for watermelons again, but it might be kind of cool for squash in the fall time. But yeah, so we've got like 10 watermelons growing in here now. We'll see how many of them survive, because I've never grown watermelon before, but it seems like they have some other kind of process for eliminating bad watermelons, even those that get bad fruits that get sizable but aren't quite right for long production. Yes. Yeah. Huh? Oh, you planted those seeds? We still have this tomato plant here. It's doing kind of rough. The other one I ripped out because in the pots, they seem to need more shade in the pots. So I mean, these tomato plants lasted a long time though, and they made a lot of fruit, but it's still fruiting. Max pulled all the fruit off, but it was still fruiting, so I left it there. And it's pretty green on the top, but it's looking rough. So over here, all this stuff is a bit wilted because it's midday, but that's to be expected over here. So we've got some cucumbers to replace the squash plants that all got eaten by those vine borers. We've got some zinnias. We even have a zinnia about to open. So first zinnia. See how that is. Cucumbers and some heat tolerant tomatoes. We'll experiment with that. Yeah. Oh, I'm setting fruit. Oh, and our new lemon tree right here. It's a Meyer lemon. And I, when I was digging the hole, I cut a wire that wasn't on our, it wasn't a utility wire, but we still cut it up and we had to figure out what to do with it. So, these tomatoes I ripped out, but there was one section off of a tomato that was doing really well, so I just left it in there. But these plants are so cool. I really like them because Max chopped all this up, but look, it's coming back. But I can cut off a section of this plant and plant it anywhere and it survives. So I've done that in a lot of places where the plants I planted didn't survive. So. You know, I was talking to somebody who grew up on a farm, and they were giving me this really cool perspective of when you have abundance on a farm, like you've got a lot of fruiting stuff, you have a different perspective on growing things, because when you don't have abundance, and when you're concerned about growing little things and you're not used to growing things, it can be easy to try to control. Like, that's the natural response, is to try to control everything. And they were bringing up this point about how when they were a kid, they used to have tomato fights with their brother on the farm. And it was really interesting perspective, because when the kids like naturally just want to pick everything and play with it, especially at their age. and we have so few plants actually that give us any real production, that it's been interesting to walk through that process of really letting go of that need to control and just having them enjoy it, but also explaining and supporting them to understand. So yeah, I see it as we're preparing ourselves to get ready for a larger scale production, like more self-sufficiency. Yes.
Bust up a tomato.
Yeah, I see it.
What happens?
Well, what does happen?
Look what happens. Well, I want the friends to know what it looks like
On
inside
the
of it.
inside of a green tomato,
What does it look like?
what does it look like?
Mhm.
Can you describe it?
Black and green, I guess.
Green, I guess. Did it have any seeds?
I don't know.
So anyways, we're just having fun in the heat. I'm not gonna rip anything up yet. Maybe some kale. I'm gonna leave that squash there. I'm curious to see how the how the bugs, what the larva does. We've been just kind of going out and looking every day, seeing if we can see the larva. We're not bothering killing it anymore. We just want to see what exactly is happening, like what the stages of that plant are, because it seems like you can't really grow squash in Houston during that time without having some kind of cover or something for your squash. Because I've tried multiple different things like mulching and all the different things that I could find on getting rid of those vine borers and vine boring plants or bugs, and nothing solved the problem. So what I'm seeing is we just have to change the season that change the time that we're planting those plants. Yes.
I'll show your friends what it looks like inside.
Nice. Cool.
What is that? It's hot.
You got chalk, Cindy?
Why
Because it's counting the number of seconds that we've been recording this video. So right now it's almost 12 and a half minutes.
Look at this tomato.
All right, that's it for up. Oh, we got herbs over here. Look at this basil plant.
Katie, this tomato is all too much.
I like having this by the door.
You're gonna have peanut on the
Isn't that
ground.
cool?
Looks like all of this piece of tomato.
We got dill,
Look.
because I'm looking at pickling some things, and
Okay,
this is just kind of my fun little section,
look, Katie.
experimenting with like local
Look what I have, Katie.
flowers that the bees like. Yeah, that's it. All right, see you guys.